I wish you guys could smell this right now. This is a great way to lose a finger. Let's get ready for our commute. Ready? Here we go. Oh! And we're here. So I know I basically just did a whole morning routine video where I went through my whole morning routine, and it is currently morning and I'm trying to get through my morning routine, and I have to start teaching lessons from home over Zoom in 13 minutes. But this is a lifesaver. It's a vanilla latte flavored coffee made with cold brew. There's like a caffeine strength on the back, and it's mild. It's like the lowest one, so there's not a whole lot of caffeine in it. But it tastes amazing, and this was $4.99, and I believe a grande latte at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts is pretty close to that. So this gives me like 6 drinks for the price of 1. I'm gonna teach my first lesson, and then I'm gonna talk about how I'm more productive when I work from home. So my student is like a few minutes late. So I'm starting this video because I think that if I start the video, it will automatically make my student join the meeting because I've started doing something else. I teach clarinet lessons, so there are pros and cons to working at home. The pros being that I can get a lot done during the day. The cons are that I teach clarinet, and so sometimes there are things that I need to explain that would take me like 3 seconds to just show in person, but I knew it. Hello. So something that takes me 3 seconds to show a student in person actually takes me like 5 minutes to explain over the internet. So, and I also like can't hear the sound that they're producing because it's so compressed coming through the computer. So like I said, there are pros and cons to both, but something that I really like doing that I have discovered is putting together a crock pot and having something cook all day long so that my house smells amazing and that dinner is ready at the end of the day and I don't even have to do anything. Just like that, dinner is getting ready. We just cook it on low for like 5 hours. I used to think that if I got all my teaching over with, then I'd have the rest of the day to myself. So I used to teach for like 4 hours in a row with 1 hour break to have lunch. And then I'd teach another 2 or 3 hours after that. But I found that that was not sustainable because I had to be on for 4 hours. And being on for 1 hour is hard enough. You're sitting on the couch at home and you're listening to your student play over the internet with the horrible sound. It's hard to stay engaged and helpful, and it's hard to like get them excited and to like reach out to them. I basically teach for an hour and then I have an hour break. And then I teach for another hour and then I have an hour break. I'm gonna get all of my mail together and my W-2s and start with my taxes. If you're anything like me, and if you get mail that looks in any way official, it kind of goes into a pile because I don't want to open it right away because anxiety, and then the pile gets higher and higher with the more mail I get, which increases anxiety until finally I have an anxious breakdown and I end up opening all of my mail, and it's never as bad as I think it's going to be. Like, I've got one bill for like $40 that's like a tax related thing on my car. Like, that's literally it right now. I also have to email my therapist. These are like all the things that I wouldn't be able to do during the day that I now am able to do because I'm at home. And everything just moves at a comfortable pace. Like, I'm never rushing to get anything done. Like, it's just a chill kind of getting things done kind of day. We are now going to have breakfast real quick before I teach my second lesson of the day. Actually, no we're not, because my next lesson starts in 6 minutes. We have a cancellation. Now, if this had happened while I was at the school, pause for fire truck, I would have used this time to practice or eat lunch, but now I have enough time to do my laundry. How's it going? What should I do now? I've got a break. My laundry, oh my God. A little trick that I use is that I will fold all of my t-shirts and long sleeve shirts and sweaters and pants as soon as they come out, and then put them away when you have time. That's a really good way to make sure that they don't get wrinkles. Also, I know that I'm incredibly lucky in that I have a lot of breaks. I know not everybody that works from home has this many breaks during the day. The time that you do have that is downtime, maybe this will give you some ideas of what to fill that downtime with. This is how I just structure my day, so that I just go kind of like to the next activity, as opposed to just being like, all right, well, I finished my lesson, I'm just gonna like bum around on YouTube for an hour and then teach. This is valuable time that I have at my home, and I want to make sure that I'm using that to the best of my ability and in the most productive way possible. The next thing on my list is to go for a walk and get some exercise. So let's do that. When you're walking in the woods, always be aware of your surroundings, because I'm not afraid of the animals that I'd find here. I'm afraid of the people. I walked for a long time and I am exhausted. I have some like serious practicing that I need to do on the clarinet, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna like chill, have some water, relax. So I just realized I was supposed to put tofu in the crock pot. Luckily you can eat tofu raw, so I'm actually just gonna cut it up and put it in the crock pot. If you don't have a tofu press, I'm gonna show you what I do when I get tofu to make my own tofu press. I used to do cooking videos. This is the container that it came in. I'm just putting it down on a solid surface so that I don't, no, maybe a knife. Nope, different scissors. And make some slits. This is, you know what, just get a tofu press for like a couple bucks on Amazon. This is a great way to lose a finger. We've got our plate, we've got our box, we've got our tofu on top. I'm gonna put a towel on top. Put a larger plate on top. If this wasn't precarious enough, I am going to put on top the entire Norton Anthology of Western Music, Volume 2. There's our tofu getting pressed. Oh yeah. If you could hear the chaos going on in my ears right now, it's a lot. Two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I taught my last lesson. I just finished practicing and I got like 80% of the recording project done. Now I'm gonna have dinner and I'm just gonna insert my evening routine kind of where these overlap. A day well spent. I am super happy with the way that this day went. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing. And for all my returning subscribers, see you later.